We are in Sequoyah County on about 4,000 acres that Cherokee Nation has purchased. What we're doing today is signing a piece of legislation that the Deputy Chief and I had proposed to do something more than just acquire land, but to manage it in a way that creates hunting preserves, fishing preserves, and wildlands for gathering traditional medicines and engaging in traditional practices. We also have an opportunity to construct some cabins here as we continue to deal with the pandemic, and so getting people a place to isolate in Sequoyah County as we're looking across the reservation to do is important. But long term, this legislation is really about managing our lands in a way that can benefit the Cherokee people the most. I think the key is to make sure you put the resources in place so that when people come here, want to have an experience out on the dock, it's a beautiful and safe place to bring your kids, to bring your family, that roads are maintained, that infrastructure like water and electricity is present, and so those are things that I think the United States and different states at their best do, and so we want to make sure, we're Cherokee Nation, we want to set a new standard for maintaining lands of this nature. Under the Act, we will make sure, number one, that this place is a safe and accessible place for people to come just enjoy nature, enjoy fishing, enjoy hunting. Managing land like this means that you have to create opportunities for access, but to make sure it's not overrun, to make sure basic infrastructure is in place and maintained. And then we look across the reservation, we've actually identified some other parcels that we already owned that'll be designated as hunting and fishing preserves under this act. One is in Adair County, the other is in Craig County. But it's really the beginning in terms of designating lands for parklands, for wildlands, for hunting and fishing preserves, all under our Secretary of Natural Resources. I think managing it in that way will be the best and highest benefit to the Cherokee people.
This property, it's around 4,300 acres of pristine hunting and fishing preserve land. The diversity of wildlife here is pristine in what you would expect in Sequoyah County. So under the act that was signed into law by Chief Hoskin today, regulations are going to be promulgated this spring that identifies best practices, best use of the property. We're considering doing veterans hunts and youth hunts and engaging Cherokee citizens and Cherokee families to come out here and enjoy this property and also other properties that we have across the Cherokee Nation. So part of what we're doing here is not just this property, but identifying other properties that we have throughout the Cherokee Nation that we can make available and make citizens aware of opportunities that they have for traditional outdoor activities.